Well, we're in the attic.
We are.
And we're up here with Rat Fink.
We are.
Yeah, not really.
No,
I mean, there's Rat Finks all. There's
Oh my gosh.
everywhere you look, there's a Rat Fink up here because we've both been collecting Rat Fink for about as long as there's been a Rat Fink,
That's right.
which is 55 or something that
Something
Ed came
like
up
that,
with,
yes.
with that. But
It's been a while.
Ed lived in her hometown.
Almost.
Kind
yeah.
of, well,
The next town over.
all those little towns kind of blur
it's
together.
Small,
it's
and we just refer
rural.
to it as the county.
The
because
county,
the
yes.
county
Sanpete County.
Yes, that whole county would equal some large towns, but it's the whole county. So we just say we're from Sanpete. That encompasses
Sanpete.
everything.
He was in Moroni.
No, Manti.
Or Manti, I'm sorry. Moroni. You were in Moroni.
No, I wasn't even in Moroni.
Well, you were in Moroni at times.
No, I was in Ephraim.
You were in Ephraim, but your mom was in. Anyway,
Yeah,
all these little towns.
all
and
these little towns.
kind of
yeah,
blur
they're-
together. At any rate, that's where Ed Roth lived, the creator of Rat Fink. And way back in the 1960s, he did models. He built bikes. He first started off building choppers. Then he moved on to building hot rods.
He did.
And then he moved on to doing cartoons like Rat Fink.
Yes.
And then he was doing all of those things. And because the definitive art form of the early 1960s was plastic models, the model companies approached him and they didn't want to do his choppers, oddly enough, but they wanted to do all of his hot rods and they wanted to do his cartoon characters like Rat Fink.
Yes.
And this is one of the kits that they
That's a fun
offered.
one.
This is the Surfite. There's a lot of fun story behind the Surfite. Ed built this to go in a movie called Beach Blanket Bingo. And if you've ever seen Beach Blanket Bingo, but they were all, and then there was like, I don't know, a dozen sequels to that. And
At least.
Eric Von Zipper, the biker, and,
Yes.
and it was just corny and wonderful. And Annette Funicello and not Frankie Avalon. Who was that other? Anyway, Beach Blanket Bingo and Crazy Times.
No kidding.
But they didn't. He built this car for that movie, and then they didn't want to use it, and he wanted to make sure because he had promised the marketing people it was going to be in the movie, and they didn't want it in the movie, so he snuck it on set and parked it in the background.
Does not
And
surprise me.
at the airport, if you watch the movie, at the airport, they've got dialogue going on. These people are at an airport, and parked over by a hangar is this car.
It would get there one way or the
So
other.
that he could say to the marketing department, I told you it was going to be in there, and it was.
Don't blink or you'll miss it.
Anyway, this is the car. There is the Surfite right here on the thing. It's just a
man.
goofy little fiberglass car with a surfboard on the side and everything.
Yes.
But you may notice some writing here on the box, and that's Ed's writing. Big Daddy Roth, it says, with a fly, which was one of his monikers. He drew the fly there.
Fly, yes.
And the car is saying, I'm stoked. So, we got Ed to sign this before he passed away.
Oh, that is so
And
cool.
so here it is. And the kit inside is perfect. And
Look at that.
but we're not going to build this one because,
No,
Ed
we've got
signed
others.
it and everything.
Yeah,
And
this
we've got,
one's-
so this one's
right,
just going to stay put. It's, the kit is opened, but it's all here. And it all is quite amazing.
Yeah.
But we just recently bought another one
Yes.
because we do want to build one, and
Right.
we don't want to build this one.
No.
So they are available, and if you go to the toy store, the hobby shop, Guy's Hobbies, and there's a little link on the channel page. A lot of people don't even notice it. And it says Guy's Hobby. And if you click on that, it isn't really a commercial page or anything. It's a screw around page. But there's a Rat Fink there, and if you click on the Rat Fink, it'll take you to the Rat Fink store.
Right.
And whatever's currently available from Eileen Roth.
Oh, and she has a lot of stuff
She's got
available.
a lot of crazy stuff available.
Right.
And whatever's available is there. And she, at this moment in time at least, has these.
Yes.
And so we bought one,
Right.
and we're going to build this one.
Right.
The same kit. It's just
Same.
that this one
That one's
isn't.
a little different.
This is an original
Right.
release.
Right.
So just ever so slightly the colors of the box
the
and
box
so
is a
on.
little bit different because Ed Roth isn't on that one, and
But,
he's on the other one.
you may notice that the artwork is ever so slightly different.
Yes.
And the box size is slightly different, and it's got some printing on the back and so on between the original release and the re-release. $45 is what you'll pay for an original release if you can find one. Kind of hard to find. If you get Ed to sign it, probably a heck of a lot more money
Yeah,
than that.
especially if you get Ed to sign it these days.
Yeah. You'd have to have a seance and bring him back. But I think these are around $15, something
that's
like
not
that.
bad.
So,
Yeah.
and these are just readily available reproductions. Originals, harder to find, not impossible to find. Everything Ed Roth is findable. Well, if you haven't been over to the channel, pop on over to the channel and take a look at the almost 300 movies that are there.
Right.
And what you really want to do is you want to subscribe, because then you'll be notified when we upload any old silly thing, which is usually Sundays, and it's always Sundays. Sometimes it's other times as well. But then you'll be notified, so you can click on the old blue button, zoink, which probably isn't there and probably doesn't work on your device.
sad.
That's sad. Zoink, that blue button. It's there for nostalgia purposes. Or zoink, the new giant blue button
So
here.
just click on any button you happen to see.
The one that says Toyman Television, that's the right one. Well, we're not sure how you found this movie on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you here again in a few days with some driving around on Sunday. See you then.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.